Hey guys, really quickly, I just want to let you guys know that this video took a very long time to make and edit. So if you guys like what you see, please consider subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot. With that, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, this is Yankee. I just wanted to bring you guys a video ranking what my thoughts are on football games. This is based solely off of my opinion, and whether they made the list or not kind of had to do with how unique it was in player counts. I'm also judging all of these based on its current state, not how well it used to be like multiple years ago. This is how the game currently plays right now on the most recent version. Alright guys, so in my opinion the worst active Roblox football game at the moment has to be Arena Football 4. I get what they're going for arena football, which is a thing in real life, and they have a shortened field. I get all of that. The controls feel a bit clunky, and the characters just look a bit weird, and just the overall mechanics don't feel too great to use. It doesn't have that big of a following either, community-wise, and overall it's just like an average football game at best. The next football game on this list might actually surprise you. The next one I have would be Legendary Football. While I loved this game 2-3 years ago, and it used to be really good, over time, it slowly got worse when Kabler started removing a bunch of fun things like self-passing and goalpost mossing and a bunch of other things. But it was still fun even at that point. But I feel like as soon as his account got banned, and then not too long afterwards the game broke. It's not as fun anymore, especially because the game is very buggy and glitchy at times, as well as there's many better options to be playing right now. But I do appreciate it for what it did in the past and what it's done to me personally with my channel. The next game I have on this list would be Football Stars by Brilliant. Well, I really do enjoy this game, and I enjoy all the potential it had. It's gone a very long time without getting any updates, and it's very mechanically sound, and I like the idea of being able to get coins and gain levels and buy new clothes. It wasn't up to date. The community didn't really latch onto it too well, and it's just lower player counts. And while I still think it's probably the second best game mechanically, as well as being the best R15 game mechanically, I just think the lack of player count and lack of updates has really just made this game just kind of fade out of everyone's minds. But if you're looking for solid mechanics in an R16 game, this would definitely be the one for you. Next on this list I have Row Football 2. And while I personally feel like Football Stars is the better game than Row Football 2, Row Football 2 is the only triple jump game I have on here, and it's the only double jump one either. And just for that, it's, in my opinion, the best double or triple jump game out there right now for people who like playing V2, V1. It's all around a solid game, especially for people who like triple jump, but I wouldn't say it is as well fleshed out and thought out and well developed than some of the games above it, and even Football Stars, which is below it. Next up we have Football World, the brand new game on the block. Well, I think Football World has a bunch of potential. As it stands right now, it definitely needs some work, and I'm sure it will get that. So I'm sure if I were to make this list in 6 months from now, a year from now, it would be a lot higher. But where it stands right now, I don't see it as an amazing game at the moment. It's still solid, and some people still enjoy it, especially for people who like some league mechanics, but without the double or triple jump. I feel like the records and the overalls is definitely a good step in the right direction. Closer to like an RB World type of experience. Also, it's a fairly new game, so I'm not sure how well it will hold up in a month or so from now once the novelty is worn out. I would really love to see this game become a very well fleshed out game, but at the moment I don't think it deserves to be in one of those top spots for best football games. In the second best football game, in my opinion, I have Football Universe. This one I want to talk about for a while because Football Universe is a very, very well made game. Clixer and players joined have done an amazing job with the game, and I really can't wait to see what they do with Baseball Universe and Football Universe 2, which they have around the corner, as well as Blocks. They're developing a lot right now. I really enjoy a bunch of ideas and concepts that they have in their game. The player career mode, the pack opening, the many different modes, 7v7, 5v5, 3v3, the NFL heroes. There's just so much. On this whole entire list, it's the game that has the most content. But the one, it's kind of hard to describe, but just the R15 mechanics in this game, I don't know how to describe it. It just kind of feels clunky. I'm not sure if that's the best word to describe it, but it doesn't feel very clean. Overall, I feel like R6 is just better for Roblox football, just it feels a lot cleaner. But if you want to play a very clean mechanical R15 game, I feel like Football Stars is your game. My dream game would be all of the game types and mechanics and all of the work that they've put into Football Universe, but with an R6 player, because I just feel like it would feel a lot more mechanically sound, and it would just, I'm not sure, just something about the way that R15 works in Football Universe just feels a bit off. I don't know how to describe it. Number one, in my opinion, the best Roblox football game on all of Roblox has to be Body Omega Simulator. I'm just gonna cue this montage just so you can see how amazing it is.
Young money, young money. Yeah. Alright.
Okay, I'm joking. Obviously, I don't think anyone was doubting this as soon as they heard what my second favorite football game at the moment is. Obviously, the best football game in my opinion is Football Fusion. I don't think there's really any way around that. I feel like no matter whether you prefer any of the other games I've listed, for whatever reason, Football World, Football Universe, I just feel like Football Fusion is going to be the best until someone can get mechanics feeling as clean as this game does with content on top of it. While this game can be a bit lacking of content at times, and I completely agree with it, I don't blame creators who've just decided to just do away with Football Fusion videos and just move on past it, because it is very lackluster in content. However, I just feel like the unbelievably well-made mechanics make up for it. As far as Legendary Football versus Football Fusion, because I've heard this one tossed around a few times, well, I do believe that, in my opinion, Legendary Football, like 3 years ago, was better than what Football Fusion is right now. I just think that all of the issues that are happening with Legendary Football right now, and just the overall more active community on Football Fusion, just makes it better than Legendary Football. But I can completely understand this side of people who dislike Football Fusion. This list is probably going to change in the future based off of how well Football World does. And I'm also interested in adding Football Universe 2 to this list. And I'm also curious to see how a game like Gridiron, which is a Steam game which is very similar to Football Fusion, those sorts of games, I actually have a video of it, which I'll put in the top right hand corner now. But I wonder how a game like that was developed by a full studio and released on Steam, how that will affect how people view Lego football games. Well, that's been it for me. If you are so inclined, just tell me what you think about all the games I listed down below, and if you have a specific order for how you'd rate them, go ahead. Hope you guys have a great day.